First, they took your family and your riches. Then they took your health and your pride. Finally, they left you to die. What will you do, exile, when there is nothing left but to live or die? Now that you've chosen, what will you become?
G'day boys! Today I'll be showing you some gameplay and my thoughts about Conan Exiles in 2020. The game released out of early access 2 years ago, although back then it was still in a messy state. But so what is Conan Exiles? It's an open world survival game with PvP or PvE aspects. It can be played multiplayer, co-op or single player. In the beginning you spawn at the edge of the desert with nothing. And you run towards the oasis where you can get water, basic resources, and you try to make a base. So you tend to your needs like other survival games. But so what makes this survival game unique? It has a big map, but it doesn't feel empty. Because there are over 100 points of interest with working NPCs and detailed landscapes, different biomes, and a unique combat system which sets it apart from other survival games. It also includes lore and a lot of attention to detail, and some of it is actually interesting where you just don't try to skip every dialogue you see with NPCs. Graphics, so let's talk about the graphics. Let me tell you, this game can look amazing. It has so many interesting environments and some of the lighting is very good. Although it's not on GTA 5 standards of course, it still looks great and so do most of the animations in the game. So how does it run? The game does look good, but with looking good, it comes with a price. A good PC. That I don't really have. I have a Ryzen 5 2600X processor and a RX 580 graphics card. I personally think that's good for my PC, but I have to play on medium and high graphics to run the game smoothly without any issues. Let's talk about the world. First off, the world of Conan is huge, and there's so much lore in it and loads of points of interest. Basically, to get from one side of the game, from the map to the other, can take a very long time. Except if you have a horse, which comes in very handy. I do really like exploring the map because it actually looks cool and the game keeps you engaged wherever you go. Because the game has loads of cities and different kinds of races, which are also very cool to explore and look at. The NPCs in the game actually work. They can actually mess you up and the game allows you to kill them if you try hard enough, which I really like. Because the game has decent AI, although not top-notch level, it just won't irritate you. Most NPCs are hostile though, but there are traders in the cities and a few friendly NPCs which give you emotes if you interact with them. There are also loads of bosses and hideouts throughout the map, which you can attack, but remember that some of them are pretty hard and require you to have good gear and weapons. The rewards for these bosses, oh man, they are awesome. So definitely should try that out. Let's talk about the combat. Combat in this game is very unique. There are loads of different playstyles and every weapon type plays different and has different animations. You have your basic archer playstyle, or you can go with a sword, or a sword with a shield, spears, or a warhammer. Whatever you want. You can even ride a horse and lance people. There's also Raiden in these type of games, but if you don't like that, there are loads of no Raiden servers or PvE servers, and most servers work with a raid time period. Raiden in this game is very balanced, and it's pretty easy to get the materials to raid early game, and it's very rewarding. You get like loads of loot, there are no setbacks, even if you mess up you won't lose that much. Then of course we come to the building. How do you defend your base? Well, building in this game is very in depth. You can do a lot. Want to make a pyramid? Make a pyramid. Want to build on a rock? Build on a rock. You can make an artisan table even and make loads of decorations like this. There are different tiers of buildings. The higher tiers are of course harder to raid because the higher tier buildings have more HP than the lower ones. You heard survival game, so let's talk about the bugs and glitches. In my experience, I haven't come across that many glitches. Actually, I didn't come across an NPC being stuck somewhere and a NPC getting stuck in a tent while fighting him. Well, when this game released years ago, there are bugs for days. Most of them are gladly fixed now, so that's good. In my honest opinion guys, the game is definitely worth a buy if you are interested in survival games or an interesting world with cool lore and cool locations / NPCs. And the game is still updated, which is awesome, still after 2 years after release. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the new updates which are coming out. And that's it guys, see you in the next one.